Hey everyone, I'm Carshénah with versefilmsproductions, and just like the title says, we are going over our top holiday horror of the season. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to my Christmas horror list for 2022, and I hope you can find it in your black little hearts to cherish these gifts. This is going to be a two-part series, so stay tuned to find out if your favorite made the list. I'll link up top my 2021 list for your review, which has many of the classics. But this list has got some new titles, and I'll even throw in some independent short films that you can check out for free on YouTube. So let's get this list slayed to jingle your fancy. Santa's Sleigh, 2005, rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 18 minutes. Santa's Sleigh is a horror holiday movie, and there is a reason why it went straight to video. With that in mind, a movie never meant to be taken seriously, but oh so enjoyable if you've a mind to. In this movie, it seems Santa Claus is actually a demon, the devil's son, who lost a bet to an angel. Because of the bet, Santa had to be nice and deliver gifts to the children of the world for 1,000 years. Well, it turns out that last year was year 1,000, and now Santa is pretty upset and taking it out on innocent families. And good old Santa isn't so joyful anymore. He makes up for lost time and starts to kill people. The old book that explains the origin of Santa Claus is written in Icelandic. Some believe that parts of the Santa mythos are taken from Norse legends. Starring the iconic wrestler Bill Goldberg, Fran Drescher, Chris Kattan, Robert Culp, Rebecca Gayheart, and much, much more. Directed by David Steinman. Check this out if you really want to watch Santa Sleigh. Christmas Bloody Christmas 2022, just released December 9th on Shudder and in theaters. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 21 minutes. Director and writer Joe Begos. It's Christmas Eve and Tori just wants to get drunk and party. But when a robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and begins a rampant killing spree through her small town, she's forced into battle for survival. Christmas Bloody Christmas is a fun B-movie if you're looking for something different and have Shudder to your streaming plan. It won't be for everyone, but for horror fans, this one's for you. If you don't know what a B-movie is, then this may not be for you. There are two aspects that made this stand out amongst other B-movies. It's filled with really long one-take shots that suck you into the scene and give it a sense of professionalism. It's witty, so it tries really hard to be that nostalgic 80s slasher we've already seen before. Although it does not have any nudity to speak of, it does get sexual with some harsh language, and yes, even the women talk about it. Personally, I find the F-bomb a useful and impactful device in the right circumstance, but when it's used as an adjective, verb, noun, and everyone's second name, it just becomes tiresome. But if this is your type of movie where you can put that aside, then this film is for you. The plot looks predictable and nowhere to go, but hey, who said movies are easy to write and direct? Actually, I take that back. As a horror director myself with Verse Films Productions, I find it pretty easy and can do it with style. If you have Shudder, then check this out as part of your streaming package. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale, 2010. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 24 minutes. Directed by Jalmari Helander. This foreign film from Finland brings on a new take on the Santa legend. It's Christmas Eve in Finland, and a drilling team has hit a thick layer of sawdust. It's a secret project to find the buried workshop of Santa Claus. Local kid Pietari spots the drilling team and suspects that they have found Santa. Only it's not the Coca-Cola Santa of modern advertisement. It's a more violent Santa from local lore. Soon after, children start disappearing, leading a boy and his father to capture Santa, and with the help of fellow hunters, they look to sell him back to the corporation that sponsored the dig. And then there's Santa's elves, who are determined to free their leader. Somewhat creepy in places, this was mainly played up for humorous effect, and overall the film displayed a dark sense of humor, quite different from any Christmas movie that I have ever seen. Christmas horror film, but good enough for older kids above 13 to watch. It's not gory, as this is one of those less is more type of films. I would highly recommend this film to fans of the original short films or anyone looking for something a little bit different around the holiday season. Check this one out. À l'intérieur, 2007. Pronounced Interior, aka the English title is called Inside. a French Christmas slasher rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 22 minutes, shot in chronological order, which is rare for directors and the production crew. Usually shots are either out of sequence or done from the end to the beginning, depending on the production schedule, so it is rare to know that this was done exactly as you see it. The storyline is Sarah and Matthew Scarangelo were in a car crash, of which Sarah and her unborn baby were the only survivors. On Christmas Eve, Sarah stays home alone, where she grieves for her husband and prepares to go to the hospital the next morning for the delivery. As night falls, a woman knocks on Sarah's door asking to use the phone. When she refuses, the woman forces her way in. Sarah calls the police, they inspect the home and determine the woman has left, but promise to keep watch over Sarah through the night. The woman returns and tries to take Sarah's unborn child, but Sarah locks herself in the bathroom. The strange woman torments Sarah through the night and kills all who try to help her. Directors Alexandre Bustillo and Julia Maury, who were journalists and critics for French magazines dedicated to horror and fantastic cinema called Mad Movies, which explains why their first movie reaches such levels of quality. The French extremity movies like Frontiers, Martyrs, Irreversible, and High Tension are movies that should be on your foreign horror list. This chilling movie has more than earned its cult film reputation. If you love disturbing cinema, check this one out. You won't be disappointed. Once the action starts, it doesn't let up. First thing, if you don't like blood or gore, stay far, far away from this. Also, don't watch this if you're pregnant. No, really. What you need to know about this is that there's a pregnant woman in serious peril, and by peril, I mean torture, gore, revenge, lots of blood, death, and scissors. Just remember, horror films are meant to be uncomfortable, so it's not for everyone. Psychological horror especially, because you start to look over your shoulder every once in a while, or you are so alert that you look at everything in a different way. The way you walk to your car in the parking lot, the way you shop for groceries, the way you answer those dating apps, or the way you just invite people over to your home. You just look at things differently. Some people have said that this was brutal, but a good movie. Pregnant ladies and scissors do not mix well. They made my skin crawl. Pretty rare for a horror movie that makes you cry. I thought I've seen it all, but I was wrong. Those were some of the comments from some of the people who watched this film. So if you're really into this type of foreign horror film, go ahead and check out this movie for Christmas. Violent Night 2022, released just this past December 2nd, now showing in theaters, so this is a new movie alert. Directed by Tommy Wirkola, rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 52 minutes. When a group of mercenaries attack the estate of a wealthy family, Santa Claus must step in to save the day and Christmas. Such a wonderful spin on a horror comedy where Santa Claus is the hero. David Harbour from Stranger Things is absolutely perfect for this role. He has the best voice, and it's a great thrill to see anything he's in. Think of the movie Bad Santa, but I would definitely agree Violent Night is a great mix of Home Alone, John Wick, and any horror Christmas movie. Also stars John Leguizamo, Alexis Louder, Beverly D'Angelo, Alex Hassell. Go check it out if you're in the mood for this type of Bad Santa. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a ho heck of a time with these horror films for the holidays. See you for part 2 of this horror holiday list of 2022. I hope you enjoyed these holiday horror on the list. Thank you so much. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit those notification bells. So Merry Christmas. I will see you soon on the next one.